Leo, this is going to be your bi-weekly love check-in. This is for my Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, and for the cross watchers. If you guys enjoy this, please do give me a like, throw me a comment, share. Also, if you are new to my channel, on this channel I do tarot a little differently. I use the tarot on my channeling with the universal law of assumption, manifesting and mindset, consciousness to actually look into your situation with your specific person, the person on your mind, the dynamic, the energy, and actually help you to like refocus if you want to and shift it, tweak it, however you would like. So if that is your bag, then you can stick with me. I also have an entire course on, conscious creation, manifesting 101, how that applies to a specific person. You can check out the link in the bio if you'd like to. So let's get into it, Leo. We're going to do the person on your mind. How do they feel about you? How do you feel about them? And a projected potential. I say potential like that, projected potential, because all potentials exist. Universal law of assumption, everything exists all at once. Creation is finished. Everything exists in the now moment. Your desires are meant for you. Everyone is you pushed out. So if you would like to manifest this differently, circumstances and conditions, etc. don't matter. It just would require a shift in your state of consciousness, the version of Leo that you're being, like your identity, and a reselection through your dominant thoughts and assumptions and your focus, your awareness, okay? So Leo, the person on your mind, the Fool card, Leo, could be someone that's at a distance, definitely someone that might want to take a leap with you or a leap onto a new cycle. Leap towards you, could be dealing with an Aquarius, Leo. Let's have a look. Queen of Wands. Feeling very attracted to you. Queen of Wands, I think that's fire sign energy. Yeah, Two of Wands. Leo, yeah, the Chariot card. So it could be that there's been a little bit of a stop. Some of you, this is an issue to do with travel or distance. But there's a plan here, Two of Wands. So maybe it's been a little bit Two of Wands. Now we need to make a decision, take the leap, to go for it, new cycle, come unstuck perhaps. I'm not saying it's necessarily like a breakup or anything like that, but it's about taking that leap forward. We've got the Justice card. We've got Six of Swords in the reverse. So this is a return, especially if you've been dealing with someone that's maybe been traveling a lot or distance is a factor. It could be that this is about a return for sure. Six of Swords in the reverse can also be about over water, but this might be like traveling towards each other because the Ace of Cups is in the reverse. So perhaps it's been a bit stagnant and there's a feeling like, okay, is the love still there kind of thing, the Ace of Cups with this Two of Wands. So I feel like it's just something to do with distance, or it's like it hasn't been moving necessarily in the exact direction. But the Fool card tells me this would be about taking a leap, maybe to make the plan or to move forward, to come unstuck. I mean, why do we have the Justice card? This could be an issue to do with immigration for some of you. With the Justice card, that's legal matters. Like the issue here could be about a move or a relocation. That could be an issue. Or the Justice card and the Six of Wands. It also could be that you're dealing with a situation where someone's still at a crossroads, closing out something to do with marriage, divorce, etc. I wasn't really picking up that someone's like heavily involved with someone else. It's just like this Two of Wands energy also could be like wrapping something up. But this sort of stagnancy could be that, this has led to a feeling that maybe questioning the love, or a feeling like, draining the emotion of the connection, whether it's distance, legal matters, etc. I mean, let me have a look at the Six of Wands in the reverse, like doubting the success. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. So it's drained the connection in the sense of these aces. It's like doubting whether you can be successful to commit to the situation properly because of maybe conditions or factors, right, that I pointed out. Eight of Wands, they're still going to communicate with you. And then we have the World. So for some of you, if there's been things that needed to be wrapped up, it looks like they're being wrapped up. And I saw that Fool card, which would be about taking a leap onto a new cycle. That could be the wrapping up of a legal issue, like I said, or ending something outside, like a divorce being finalized. The World card, issues to do with the travel or the distance. This would be about, like I said, maybe travel, closing out what's sort of keeping things a bit stagnant. So there's communication, Leo, coming through after it's been Two of Swords, stagnant, literally, okay? So it may be a decision, a communication about making a decision where it's been like, okay, there's decisions that need to be made. Something's shifting here for this person, because the World card, I mean, let me just have a look at what this Ace of Pentacles in reverse is. Yeah, the Sun. Well, that's you, Leo, okay? And the Six of Cups, reunion energy, reconciliation energy. I mean, for some of you, the issue is you might have a person wrapping up stuff to do with contracts and legal matters where there's been a drain to financial issues with that Ace of Pentacles, losses in some kind of a way. But they want to reconcile and they don't want to be stuck. And then we've got the Sun card, so that's really nice. Happiness and joy. You know, maybe having a good time together, communication. My readings don't have to be for everyone, guys, so I just channel what comes out and what I see in the cards. But regardless, I mean, look, it's a good reading. If there is anything you want to tweak, or if you feel like a circumstance is persisting, just don't focus on the circumstance. Like, even if you get a communication, but there's still a little bit of this questioning, okay, well, what about this and what about that? Like distance, or we need to make a plan. Well, still stick to your end, Leo, because you're manifesting everything. So you'd be like, well, we're together, or they love me. It seems like it's something to do with the way that this is, you know, this stagnancy or this stuckness. They want to reconcile with you, but it's led a little bit to this kind of feeling like, okay, is the love lost, you know? The emotional component. So I'm going to get to you, Leo, and I will be like, look, all you need to do is redirect the show, right? I am that I am. I'm a version of Leo that person loves. They're madly in love with me. Or if you are having an issue with, like, say, the travel, or that is seeming to be a stagnancy issue, and you could be like, we're moving in together. So then all the pieces are going to move around for you. Yeah, because we've got 5 of Pentacles. They feel a bit cold without you, Leo. Okay, so they want to come out of the cold and they want to have the joy. And like I said, for some of you, there's been losses financially, and this has been the issue, and a feeling of lack of success. You know, with the Justice card, they also want to, like, you know, make a decision and balance things out with you if it's been too stuck. Like, you know, there could be a bit of disappointment here and feeling like, okay, where is this kind of going? And then they want to balance things out, you know, like get to a balanced decision between you and them. Because we've got the 7 of Wands, which is persistence, okay? So they want to persist towards you, and I'm going to get the oracles to confirm all of this. But let me see, Leo, what's going on your side of the street. King of Swords, you want to get to the heart of things. We've got 3 of Pentacles. Some of you are aware that, like, career is a factor, or work is a factor. Like, again, someone could be working overseas, or there's been issues to do with that. I mean, maybe this person is closing out a job or something, and that's the legal matters, and that's been the stagnancy, you know. Let me have a look. 7 of Pentacles. Again, about Pentacles. A lot of waiting to see how things play out. Like, you're still invested in this person, but there's a 2 of Cups in the reverse. There's issues like with being able to band together and have, like, a relationship. I mean, that's soul connection, but something's led to emotionally feeling like, oh, is this like a bit one-sided? Maybe it's about making the effort together. That 2 of Wands, 2 of Swords, like to come to decisions or make plans. See, that 2 of Cups, though, has come again, but I shuffled and I saw it in the upright. So I really feel like this is being resolved, Leo. See, that 2 of Wands, how are you feeling, Leo? Like, some of you feel like this person, where's the plan, or what's the direction, you know? Like, a decision needs to be made. And Page of Pentacles, you do see the opportunity. Maybe you want this person to come in with the offer for the solution for what appears to be an issue. And then 4 of Swords, and it seems to have been like, just like the Chariot card in the reverse, like there's been a break or a stop for maybe outside reasons, okay? Not like a breakup, but you want to come out of this kind of rest state or stagnancy. Yeah, we've got the 7 of Pentacles again. So you're invested, but there's a lot of this sort of like as a foundation. It's not the 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles would be like also about maybe house and home, moving in together, all that stuff. You might also be aware that there's like financial matters. This person could have been waiting around, sort of, this is like looking at their pentacles, waiting for something to be resolved, or waiting for a solution to something that has to do with either marriage or divorce, or something really material like legal. Okay, and then we have Ace of Wands and the Strength card, Leo. So, but you're passionate about this person. This is your energy again. Maybe you want this person to come forward more confidently with the plan. So then, Leo, you need to say, no, they have the plan, or be decisive, no, we're good, we're perfect. Okay, like be in your end as far as the relationship. Also, if you're feeling like it's not emotionally they're not emotionally open enough, or that's the dynamic between the two of you. You can be like, no, affirm the opposite, like make new assumptions, associate with them in a different way. So you shift and then you push out new thoughts and assumptions, you reselect them. They're traits, you're highlighting traits that exist, okay, in another version. It works. You can check out my free link to a Q&A I did inside Shifted, where I talked about like we shift relationship dynamics all the time with us, and how we need to just take our awareness off what we perceived before. It's cold, or they're like this, or they're like that, and then shift it and persist with focus on them being a certain type of way, dominantly. So what else do you feel, Leo? Passion, chemistry. There is a test maybe of strength with this whole like not really having a plan. Page of Pentacles, yeah, death cut. A little bit round and round in the Eight of Pentacles. Again, issues to do with maybe work, career. Also issues to do with like the effort being put into this connection. And this could be like the unfinished business, the death card. So you might have been very focused on like things need to be wrapped up in some kind of a way or taken care of. Now, for some of you, that is like a divorce going through, like legal matters, or it's like contracts and financial things and work and job related stuff, okay? Because that's literally Eight of Pentacles. So, don't focus on the unfinished business. First of all, this person, yes, on this side, it looks like there is a anyway return. They may still want to see you. They definitely want to reconcile and communicate with you. There's a little bit of this still stuckness, but maybe they want to talk it through and resolve the issue, come up with the plan. If you keep persisting in all the issues though, Leo, they're going to seem to be like massive conditions and issues, and they might persist. So things can resolve so fast if you just stay in your end. Also, the quality of the communication and the emotional component. If you keep saying, okay, or they don't really put enough effort, or they're not decisive enough, etc., well, they're going to appear to not be decisive enough or whatever, okay? So we've got that death card in the reverse. Say it's the Emperor card in the reverse. You want this person to like boss up. The Emperor card in the reverse, it's like you feel like this person is not taking the right action. And some of you are dealing with a person, yes, that could be a husband or a father figure. Like I said, there's marriage and divorce, legal matters, or this could be, someone that's very work and career focused, but there's been like round and round cycles because, there's instability there. And so the issue here is about like, okay, you want the offer, maybe you want this Emperor in the upright, you want something stable, you want the proper foundation, the commitment, and it's been a bit of a test of strength with all these kind of waiting to see how things play out, Pentacles. This is also the Emperor card and the Eight of Pentacles. If it was in the upright, this would be about effort being put in, and maybe you feel sometimes there's not enough effort for the relationship, okay? So it goes a bit round and round, round and round. So say, no, I'm their number one priority. Our relationship is solid. We have a perfect relationship. We live together. Like I said, that's an end. Everything exists all at once. So yes, maybe it won't materialize tomorrow that you're living together, but all the pieces are going to start moving perfectly around. That's your subconscious delivering on whatever you assume to be true with your persistent focus and your divine intelligence moving the pieces. Okay, Leo, look, conversation, communication, something to do with travel, something to do with return, working through an issue, making a plan to move forward, reconciling where maybe it feels like it's gone a bit cold. Maybe there's been frustration due to this like lack of direction. So if you do want to tweak it and make it better, guys, the Lord does work. It's all through your focus and your persistent awareness. So take out the parts that you feel are frustrating and then focus just dominantly on, how you want it. And don't take anything of this that's not resonating and not yours. Let's see what this person's feeling, okay? Yeah, clock. It just feels like this time, something's been lagging in terms of making the plan, but it does say progressing. If you feel like this is still like annoying because it's slow going, Leo, just stop focusing on it. Like I said to you, time is just ain't nothing but your focus, okay? Things can shift so fast. But maybe there is frustration, needing time, okay? Now we have resentments and triggers. They could have been frustration, guys, over this like taking too long or feeling kind of stuck. And for some of you, someone has had to leave another relationship. I didn't get third party present, but like financial and legal matters. And so that's been very frustrating for this person. Or, we've got mask, hiding feelings. That's that Ace of Cups. I mean, look, this Two of Swords, etc. Leo, look, there could be a little bit of this kind of, because of the frustration, this Ace of Cups in the reverse, it could feel sometimes like unemotional. But that's why I said to you, it's like, why don't you just focus on this person being more emotionally available if you feel like this person isn't showing up affectionate enough or isn't showing their feelings? I mean, at one point maybe, or maybe it goes up and down. At one point they do, and at one point they don't. That's shifting in and out of perception, okay? So your dominant perception should be like, oh my God, they're always, you could pick anything. You could say, oh my God, they blow up my phone 24/7 telling me how in love with me they are. You can do revision at the end of the day. These are techniques that people have done. I've tested this out myself with certain people. It's like, oh my God, so-and-so texted me 5 times today, like telling me how amazing I am or how much they love me. Things like that. Okay, twin flames, okay? So strong connection. All right, so yin yang and balance. This is the other thing. It's like the balance card, the justice. So there's a need for or resentments around balance. See, maybe this is about you feeling like this person needs to boss up a little bit, and there's frustration around that. So that's about equal give and take and equal, receptivity, yin and yang. So then, again, because I'm not just doing the tarot, I would say, oh, they always take the lead. They are so decisive. They're, totally stable. I don't know. We've got the snake, and then we've got death. So for some of you, there's another relationship that has been closed out, okay? Again, I wasn't picking up that there's third-party energy, but this stuckness has been something to do with maybe needing time to close out legal matters, contracts, etc. Now, a small portion of you, see how there's 7 of Wands, there's a bit of this guardedness between the two of you and possibly some resentments. If it's been feeling slow going to really commit to the situation, even if it's just because you're at a distance from one another, okay, and there's no third parties, there could be this kind of feeling of like, okay, well, what about our, committing to this? And maybe there is a little bit of this kind of resentment around questioning whether or not this is like a true commitment. Are there other options or something like that? If you're in that camp, Leo, then I would just, and then feeling like someone is not being emotional enough and affectionate enough, that could be like a trigger point. So then I would just, again, whatever you persist in it's your story, Leo, it's your reality. So that would be an issue that you have, a self-concept thing where you're feeling like you're not prioritized, they're not really loving you, they're not affectionate enough, the illusion of competition, enemy, etc. So then I would just be like, no, I'm all they think about. I'm the only one, no competition. You can definitely flip it, or change your perception. They're going to show up like a character in your show. We've got grounding, stability and security, performance, growth and endurance. I mean, on the flip side, Leo, how do they feel? They might be worried that they have competition because there's something about their sense of security. That's what I said, like financially, etc. So, that could be the issue. I mean, that could be what leads to this feeling of like, is the love really there? But we can just forget it from now, I mean, you don't need to focus on this as an issue. Like I said, just rewrite the story of your relationship, the nature of it, focus on their behaviors and traits as you would like, as they, are you pushed out, okay? Because there's heartbreak and pain. I don't think this is between the two of you. I think this is old shit. Like someone that's had to separate, or old relationship baggage, losses financially, karmic relationship. I mean, Leo, for some of you, that's like an old theme you have, so that you have a fear that this person's not going to step up to the plate or really commit to the situation. They're not being loving enough. This person might have separated from someone. They're very focused on grounding. They've lost out financially, or that's something that's playing into the situation. because we do have, I said, communication and we have talking. There is communication coming through. I mean, you know, seems to be around grounding, around actually like the plan. Maybe the plan you assume is not coming through. Okay? And this is, I don't know, you know, this heartbreak and pain. It's also just saying separation. So some of you, there's just been a bit of separation energy because of factors, right? Like I said to you, some of you, it's just distance. And then there might be this fear that there's competition. I wasn't picking that up, Leo, like competition, like sleeping around third parties, any of that kind of stuff. It's just that it could maybe go a bit cold. But they want to talk it through with you. If this is your reading, guys, I mean, let me just get some romance angels on what's going on here. Okay, see, romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Maybe there's sometimes a bit of doubt there. See, Ace of Cups in the reverse. Let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. Well, you know what I don't think, Leo? I think the only thing you need to control is your inner, okay? Sometimes we get frustrated because we're trying to control the outside when all it would require is to stop focusing on circumstances, conditions, or past behaviors and traits and seeming obstacles and just shift inwards, guys. This is an inside job, state of consciousness. Go internally and be like, no, it's like this, and allow things to unfold from there naturally, okay? We never need to micromanage the 3D. It's like expired evidence, okay? You can check out my other content, guys, and I talk about this a lot. You can look at other coaches and they're going to explain it to you, or you can look at my course. Everything's going to be linked in the description box of the video. We have wedding. This situation involves marriage. Some of you, yes, that's what's been wrapped up. And others of you, you know, this is like the idea. It's like this 2 of Wands kind of thing, and like, where is this headed? And there's obstacles, but they're focused on grounding and something stable. So then trust in that. Or if you're like worried that it may or may not happen, it's still you. So just say, no, we're getting married. It's happening. Forget the distance, forget the unfinished business if you feel that there is, or legal matters or contracts or whatever it is, okay? They're coming in to express. There are romantic feelings. And I think you just need to rewrite and rescript it according to how you would like it, guys. I know that that sounds like oversimplified, but it really is. They're going to shift in accordance with your dominant thoughts and assumptions, infinite reflections you can experience of a person, all the characters in this show, even exes and legal matters, and that crap also is going to shift. It's a non-issue in your reality, in the state of consciousness where you have it how you'd like it to be. You doubt this person is totally secure, grounded, committed to this situation. There's a conversation coming through, so I would just say, no, they're totally committed to this situation. We have, if you want it, a great relationship. It's perfect. Whatever it is, go to your end. Okay? Aries energy, Scorpio energy, Libra energy, Cancer energy, lots of Leo energy, yeah. Okay? All right, Leo. Hope that resonated for some of you. Doesn't have to. And I intend that it guided some of you. And I'm sending you guys so much love, and I'm going to check in with you in 2 weeks' time.